Imagine flying a fighter jet at a speed of up to 2,000 miles per hour and an altitude of 85,000 feet. Only 89 people in the history of mankind have done this. One of them is standing right here. I want to introduce to you Major Brian Scholl, member of the Air Force Legends Hall of Fame, and again, one of the only 89 people in history to fly the SR-71. Brian, we are at Folsom Lake College at the Harris Center, where you will be giving a speech with your RSO Walter this Saturday to help fundraise for the Wounded Warrior Project.
Absolutely. We did show last year here. It was quite successful, and we're happy to be able to do it again this year. Walter's going to come all the way out from South Carolina and join me. It's a unique show for all ages. Bring your kids and young people, men, women. You don't have to be an airplane nut to enjoy our show. It's somewhat about our lives and our circuitous route to the cockpit of that airplane, and a little bit about the amazing history of the jet and what it meant to this country. A lot of people aren't that familiar with it, although we do have a lot of fans who are very familiar. We get those emails every day. So it'll be a fun show. It's about an hour and a half long, and then we'll be doing a book signing at the end of the program. Yeah,
and you said some people aren't familiar with it, so briefly, what is the SR-71?
Well, it was a reconnaissance airplane that really helped win the Cold War. Built in the early 60s, it still holds every speed and altitude record to this day. It was just such an incredible airplane, what it did for this nation to help win the Cold War at a time when we had the Gary Powers shot down in the U-2 in 1960, and they said, build me an airplane that can't shoot down, President Eisenhower said, and Lockheed and Kelly Johnson did it, and it stood the test of time. It was just a phenomenal kind of a weapon without being a weapon. It was just taking pictures, and it had sensors on it, and it was just a marvelous jet. Flew right here in the Northern Valley in California in Beale Air Force Base. It did so much globally that we're so happy to preserve and keep the memory of this jet alive with these kind of talks and through our books.
Now we have to ask, what was the top speed that you reached?
You're going to have to come to our show, Molly, to find out.
Okay. Another thing that makes your stories so special, yours and Walter's, both of you have separate incredible stories. Yours is of survival.
Yeah, I spent a year in the burn ward. My aircraft went down in Vietnam, and they said, hey, you're never going to fly again, and I was just happy to be alive. I was able somehow, miraculously, to pass an astronaut physical to fly this jet, and really always tell people I'm the luckiest guy in the world to get to have gone back to flying, and then to culminate my career with flying this airplane. So we're very thankful we got to do it, and we're very happy to share the story. It motivates and inspires young people, and it educates the older ones. So.
Well, if you'd like to hear the story and hear that top speed that he is keeping top secret today, he is speaking this Saturday, November 5th, at the Harris Center here at Folsom Lake College. Thank you for your service. Every single day of the year, but especially as Veterans Day approaches, especially heartfelt thank you for your service.
Well, we thank you for being out here on this chilly morning.
Yes, it is chilly. We'll get you back in the heater, and we'll send it back to you. A real legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right here.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
And he says he never passed out flying it, which is impressive.
Wow.
But has he experienced the raw adrenaline when you get behind the wheel of a 4-cylinder Honda Accord?
And therein lies the question.
Yeah.
Let's see how many Honda Accords are backing up